Myself, Naman Rathod. We, the students of St. Francis Convent School, RAISEN, have gathered here today to have a mock parliament session. Democracy is not merely a form of government. It is primarily a mode of associated living, of conjoined communicated experience. With these profound words of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in mind, a very energetic good morning to our respected principal, Sister Grace, Vice Principal, Sister Shruti, other sisters, teachers, non-teaching staff, and all my classmates. Friends, does anyone knows here what is the Parliament? Anyone? Yes, please.
Law-making Parliament.
Yes, exactly. The Parliament is the law-making institute. It is the place where laws are made. Friends, today we will have a mock Parliament session to incite you on the procedure and the proceedings of the Parliament. Generally, we do not read much about the Parliament in the newspapers until there is a clash between the ruling party and the opposition members. But in fact, the Parliament is the temple of democracy. The Constitution of India that came into effect on 26 January 1950 provides a bicameral parliament consisting of a president and two of the houses known as the Council of States or the Rajya Sabha and the House of People or the Lok Sabha. The Rajya Sabha is also known as the upper house and the Lok Sabha the lower house. Now, before proceeding further, I want to question you. So the first question is, who is this? Who's he? Yes, anyone?
Dr. B.R. Ambedkar.
Yes, exactly. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is the father of our Indian Constitution. Now, the second question is, which page is this?
Preamble.
Yes, exactly. This is the preamble of our Indian Constitution. It is the introductory page of our Constitution. The Indian Constitution preamble provides the justice, liberty, equality, fraternity. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do the enact of hereby and give to ourselves this Constitution. Now, the third question is, what is the maximum number of seats in the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha? Anyone? Yes?
254.
No? Anyone else? I would like to repeat my question. What is the maximum number of seats in the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha? Okay, so may I tell you the answer? The Rajya Sabha consists of 245 members and the Lok Sabha consists of 545 members, and these representatives are directly elected by the people. Our constitution provides 250 seats for the Rajya Sabha, but at current we are having only 245 seats. Anglo-Indians are a mix of British and the Indian ancestry. Now, I would like to call upon Ashley to brief you about the working and layout of the Parliament.
Good morning everyone, myself Ashley. Today I will be giving you a gist about the Parliament, the houses of the Parliament that are Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, their functions and little something about the presiding officers working in the Parliament. So the main function of both the houses is to make laws. Every bill has to be passed by both the houses and signed by the President before it becomes a law. The Parliament can legislate the laws on the basis of defense, foreign affairs, currency, banking currency, coinage, income tax, etc. Speaking of the two houses, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. The Lok Sabha is responsible, the Lok Sabha supremacy over the Rajya Sabha in terms of financial matter. The Rajya Sabha has very special role to play in the Parliament in enabling the Parliament to legislate on state subject if it is necessary on national interest. Now, the Parliament and the rules that they play. Each presiding officers in the Lok Sabha, the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker are elected amongst the member by. In the Rajya Sabha, the Vice President of India is actually the ex-official chairman. As we all know that the Indian Parliament consists of two houses, that is Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Now the executive. The executive is further divided into three: the Prime Minister, the President and the Council of Ministers. The President is responsible for the administration of country. The Prime Minister is responsible for the selection of Council of Ministers. Now I will tell you the layout of Parliament. Here is the place of Speaker. In front of the Speaker sits the Lok Sabha Secretariat, and on the right side of the Speaker sits the ruling party, and on the left of the Speaker sits the opposition party. Now I would like to call Naman to tell you about the Speaker.
The first question is, who is the current Speaker of Lok Sabha and Chairman of the Rajya Sabha? Yes?
Om Birla.
Yes, he is the current Speaker of Lok Sabha. And anyone knows the current Chairman of Rajya Sabha? Yes?
Jagdeep Dhankhar.
Yes, exactly. The current Speaker of Lok Sabha is Om Birla and Jagdeep Dhankhar is the current Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Now, the second question is, who designed the Sansad Bhavan? Anyone? The question is, who designed the Sansad Bhavan? Okay, so the answer is Sir Edwin Lutyens and Sir Herbert Baker.
Now the next question is, who inaugurated the Parliament? Anyone?
Lord Irwin.
Yes, exactly. Lord Irwin is the answer.
Now, I mentioned earlier, do you remember about the Anglo-Indians? The same thing again. Who are Anglo-Indians? Who are Anglo-Indians? Okay, so the answer is the mix of British and the Indian ancestry.
So, I will tell you about the marshals. What are marshals? The marshals have a very important role to play in the parliament. Their work is to record the proceeding of the parliament. The marshals act like the computer which has access and knowledge of all issues running in the parliament. Now, since we have gone through the questions, so here I think, Naman, we have given our audience a good knowledge of constitution and its parliament.
Now the question are start. The question number 1. Miss Mehak, please proceed.
Honorable Speaker Ma'am, my question is to Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Please state whether the excessive use of chemical fertilizers is causing the disease of cancer at lungs. Whether the government has any proposal to develop and reduce the organic fertilizer throughout the country involving the private sector of harmful effects of chemical fertilizer. Whether the government has achieved the desired targets in their report. If no, the details thereof and the various steps taken by government to achieve the desired targets are set with the success achieved so far. Whether the government has taken any steps to recommension fertilizer. Fertilizers are easily available in the market at lesser cost in the place of chemical fertilizers. I repeat, organic fertilizers are easily available in the market at lesser cost in the place of chemical fertilizers. If so, the details thereof and the various steps taken by government to promote the production of organic biofertilizers in the country.
With the permission of the Honorable Speaker Madam, there is no scientific evidence that balanced and judicious use of chemical fertilizer cause the disease of cancer. There is possibility of nitrate contamination in groundwater if used above the permissible limit. If there is excessive use of chemical fertilizer, it will particularly result in light texture of soil. That can have the consequences on human or animal health if used for drinking purpose. The government has taken following steps to promote the production of organic and biofertilizer. Financial assistance to individual or private agencies through NABARD as biofuel capital investment. As soil health management, financial assistance is given for promotion of organic imposition. Under Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, financial assistance is given for liquid biofertilizer consortia. The National Center of Organic Farming undertakes the various extension activities like exhibition, radio talks, TV programs, distribution of literature on organic inputs to educate farmers. Indian Council of Agriculture and Research had developed improved and efficient suite of biofertilizer specific to different crops and soil types under network project of soil biodiversity. Liquid biofertilizer technology with a higher shelf life has also been developed beside Indian Institute of Agriculture Research in the past training organizer, frontline demonstration etc. to educate farmers on the use of biofertilizer. Honorable Speaker Madam, I think our Honorable Minister of Agriculture and our Honorable Minister of Opposition Party is satisfied with the answer, so I just end my answer here. Thank you, Honorable Speaker Madam.
The 2. Ms. Chetna, please proceed.
Honorable Speaker Madam, will the Honorable Minister of Industry and Commerce be pleased to state that will the coming of GST create an additional jobs? What are the positives of GST?
The Honorable Ministers of Commerce and Industry, please.
With the permission of the Honorable Speaker Madam, of course it will. It is estimated that if the accountancy sector alone 60,000 additional jobs will be created. Best is likely from small growth to 7% to 9% annually, which will automatically lead to job creations. If the entire country become a one market, all interstate transportations of goods will be abolished. The free flow of goods information of indefinitely come down. Also, the price of goods lead to small savings if invested properly, with small growth and industry. Thank you.
The question number 3, Ms. Sharia, please.
Honorable Speaker Madam, will the Honorable Minister of Defence to please to state that whether of number of projects of border roads organization in Jammu and Kashmir has been delayed? If so, the details thereof project-wise of the time by which such road projects are likely to be completed. Thank you.
The Honorable Minister of Defence, please continue.
With the permission of Honorable Speaker Madam, yes, I got the road project of length 58.13 km are delayed in Jammu and Kashmir due to the following reason. Delay in forest or wildlife clearance, limited walking reason, difficulty in availability of construction material, damages due to natural disasters such as floods. And I wish these road projects are likely to be completed till 2024. Thank you, Speaker Madam.
Let the Honorable Minister complete this answer. The question number 4, please proceed.
Honorable Speaker Madam, I want to ask Honorable Minister of Defence a question.
You are permitted to ask the question.
Whether the surgical strike justified?
The Honorable Minister of Defence, please.
Yes, the surgical strike was justified because it had come to the prestige and the honor of the bright nation. Thank you, Speaker Madam.
Honorable Speaker Madam, we are not satisfied with the answer that
Order, silence.
We want explanation.
The Honorable Minister of Defence, please prepare your answer for the next session.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
The question number 5, Ms. Shivangi, please.
Honorable Speaker Madam, will the Honorable Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change be pleased to state that whether the government is planning to protect the forest by using modern technology, and if so, the details thereof, location and state-wise. and whether the government has earmarked any funds for undertaking these works, and if so, the details thereof state-wise. Thank you, Speaker Ma'am.
Number 6. Please proceed. The Honorable Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Please.
With the permission of Honorable Speaker Madam, certain modern technologies such as geographical information system, remote sensing, global position system, use of satellite cameras, traffic for studies and sensing for wild animals. Use of unmanned aerial vehicles, ground cameras are already in use and there is no specific project for supporting modern technologies. However, the Minister is providing financial assistance to the state and duties under the schemes such as identification of forest and the development of wildlife habitat. Project Tiger and Project Elephant were in the state utilizing all past towards the use of modern technology. Thank you.
The question number 6. Please.
Honorable Speaker Madam, will the Honorable Minister of Finance be blessed to state whether the policy of democratization has made its out the money and understood assets including endowed in the economy is through the details and the value of black money in the form of only currency notes and gold size during democratization. The action proposed should be taken by the government against the offenders in this regard. Thank you.
The Honorable Minister of Finance and Cooperative Affairs. Please continue.
With the permission of Honorable Speaker Madam, as the part of ongoing action against black money imposed demonetization, the Income Tax Department had conducted more than 1,100 searches, seizures and services, and they issued more than 5,100 policies during the period of 9 Convent UNO 16. January 2017, the verification of such pieces have value cash deposits in own denominations. These actions like the size of variable of more than 610 crores, which include cash in the value of 100 crores. Rest of the seized variable, it is mainly in the form of gold jewelry and silver. Seizures of cash included new currency notes. India new currency notes of about 110 crores to whom the underscore thing about repeat their debt. January 2017, in this ongoing investigation was more than 5,400 crores. 11 information has been shared by the Income Tax Department with other enforcement agencies such as Enforcement Directorate as the center of investigation for an appropriate action. Thank you, Honorable Speaker Madam.
The question number 7. Please proceed.
Honorable Speaker Madam, will the Honorable Minister of Home Affairs be pleased to state that the cases of smuggling of fertilizers, drugs and human trafficking are increasing day by day? Whether the government has taken any decision in this regard? Thank you.
The Honorable Minister of Home Affairs. Please continue.
With the permission of Honorable Speaker Madam, the number of cases of smuggling of weapons, fertilizers, salts, narcotic drugs and a number of imported continuous smuggled items are seized and a number of persons are arrested during the last 3 years. Border rights are given to Annexure 1 and Annexure 2. No ma'am, the government has adopted a multi-pronged approach for security at borders and for limitations. The early arrangements include deployment of border guarding forces, construction of border roads, construction of road lights, construction of border outposts, introduction to high-tech surveillance equipments, providing advanced weapons and specialized vehicles for security of forces, etc. Thank you.
The question number 8. Please proceed.
Honorable Speaker Madam, will the Honorable Minister of Human Resource Development would be pleased to state the main shortcomings noticed in the evolution process of Class 12 and the reason they are or the government has taken any action in this regard? Thank you.
The Honorable Minister of Human Resource Development. Please continue.
With the permission of Honorable Speaker Ma'am, we have suffered due to form and evaluation process. With evaluation process,
The CBSE has admitted that in spite of best effort made by experienced subject teachers, there may be possibility of human error in transferring marks for title pages of answer scripts, summation of marks, and transfer of order in computer system. However, said that it had received requests for verification of marks from only 2.47% of the students. Law decision who said the two committees comprising the senior officer who look into the problems related to evaluation process being followed. Thank you.
The question number 9. Please proceed.
Honorable Speaker Ma'am, will the Honorable Minister of Railway be pleased to state that whether the railway is planning to install solar panels on the rooftop of trains or not? If so, the details thereof, along with the details of benefits likely to accrue the railways as a result, and the quantum of money the railway is likely to save per annum.
The Honorable Minister of Railways, please.
With the permission of Honorable Speaker Ma'am, Railway have provided solar panel on rooftop of 19 narrow gauge and 4 broad gauge, and also non-air conditioned coach for train lining system and rail. Railways have taken the decision to provide solar panels on rooftop of Chandrapur of 2-day running train intercity and 50% of narrow gauge coaches flying on Pathalkot, Chowgate and another route in Kanga Valley. Railway for conducting extended trials for 1 year in all weather conditions. Thank you.
The question number 10. Please proceed.
Honorable Speaker Ma'am, will the Honorable Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas be pleased to state whether the government process to impact the trainings of vehicles owners or drivers for the efficient use of fuel, especially for diesel and petrol? If so, the details thereof, along with the number of persons, importance of screening during the last 3 years and the details they are and the year where do they look and who may proposes to collaborate with the state transport for the efficient driving habits of the people. If so, the details thereof along with the number what measures have been taken or proposes to be taken by the government in this regard? Thank you.
The Honorable Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas, please continue.
With the permission of Honorable Speaker Ma'am, migration is a natural phenomenon related to social and economic development of people, pressure on land, increased opportunities for work, education and a variety of other reasons. Contribution migration of population is known as the state subject. Government of India supports every part of country has provided financial assistance to the various schemes and programs is known as the smart city. Aims to cover 100 cities for other mission for urbanization of 500 cities population more than 1 lakh and other identified categories. Provide financial assistance to Minister of Water Supply, Wastewater Development and non-motorized transport are all Commonwealth Bharat missions. Covered all urban local boards on country and provide financial assistance for construction of individual communities, cities, population of 1 lakh and above as categorized as cities, urban towns, which have population of 1 million plus cities is known as the mega cities, which have population of 1 million is known as the mega plus cities. Thank you.
Now, this makes the end of the question. The session is adjourned for tomorrow.
Honorable Principal, sisters, teachers and all my dear friends, on behalf of all the participants, I thank from the bottom of my heart for being with us today. We feel our proud privilege to present this thoughtful and innovative mock parliament, which will certainly inspire many of us to become great leaders of a great democracy. I hope you all have benefited from it. Thank you.